materials. Now, in doing this, they get to trade this waste in a secure way. And by doing this again, we are providing a sustainable environment. Now, how do we have our market, our target market? We have two types of target market: our primary and our primary market, we have the businesses that produce this waste and businesses that need this waste for their raw material. We also plan to work with environmental organizations. But then, how do we reach our target market?
To reach our target market, this is where our marketing strategy comes in. And how do we do this? By digital marketing, partnership and collaboration, content marketing and SEO, direct sale outreach, referral program, and continuous improvement of green cards. We know that digital marketing is the go-to marketing strategy for businesses today. And we see this as one of the best ways green card can reach its target audience. How do we plan to do this? Through Facebook ads, Instagram engaging content to showcase the benefits of converting waste to resources. We also plan on collaborating and partnering with large government-owned businesses or private-owned businesses. This will help us reach a larger audience or larger users or larger market and also build customer credibility and trust. Next, content Content marketing and SEO. How do we intend to do this? Greencard has a blog, and on this blog, we have valuable content that teaches and educates users on proper way to manage their waste, dispose their waste, and also how to monetize this generation of waste. Direct sale outreach. Go business to business, reaching out to potential clients, reaching out to potential customers that green cards benefit. Referral program. Green card has a referral system that rewards businesses that refer other individuals and businesses to green card, thereby broadening our reach to our target market. Also, continuous improvement of green card. Green card has a vision, and that vision is to enhance environmental sustainability both here in Nigeria and abroad. So, to do this, we have to keep evolving based on our target audience feedback, and also market trend. Next slide. Next slide. Okay then. Definitely, there's no business out there that don't plan to generate revenue or profit from their business idea, regardless of the solutions they offer. So yeah, here at Green Card, we plan to sustain our business by taking 5% of every successful transaction that is done on this business. That is to say, if we have five businesses make a successful transaction at a rate of 20,000 naira each, we can collect 5% of each of this transaction done. That is at the end of the day. At the end of the day, we are generating five. Right now, we focus on solid waste like paper, plastics, glass, and metals. So they were able to search for this waste and list waste easily. Then payment gateway, we have a secure payment gateway. If you can look at my fingers and check yours, not all fingers are equal, right? Yes. So why I would prefer to use debit card, you may prefer to use cryptocurrency. Am I right? So we have different payment patterns. You can use different payment gateways. Now, there's notifications and alerts. Users get real-time updates on our platform. You get updates when there's a new listing. Maybe you are someone that wants to use waste for your as raw materials. When there's a waste listing, you get a notification for it. Logistics support. Now we're not just going to leave the user because we understand that this waste needs to be transported. So
Okay,
we
let's give guys 1 more minute just to be fast
okay.
because of the delay.
Then lastly, customer support and blog. We have a blog where you can learn sustainability from. And also, what makes us stand out? Competitive advantage. Okay, localized focus. We start from the grassroots. We're not just focused on like other waste management platforms. We're not just focused on large scale businesses. We're focused on small and medium businesses. We're also focused on large ones. So integrated logistics. We understand that our users need to transport this waste. We cannot just leave them like that. We provide collaborations. We are collaborating with logistics services For now, as a growing business, we are collaborating with logistic companies. Then environmental impact, we are focused on aligning with business and government sustainability goals, which is sustainability for cities and communities, which will open us up for scalability.
We're talking about scalability. Our platform is built on top of REST API. So this helps us to easily integrate other services and also to upscale our businesses based on our numbers of users, our growing numbers of users. Based on our survey, 3 out of 3 businesses found our business solution to be a good idea. So this says a lot about
Just
our
30 seconds.
growth.
30 seconds.
Okay. So we're also planning on integrating a mobile app to enable ease of usage of our platform, and we also aim to expand our geographical reach within Nigeria across 7 geographical regions by market strategy,
Okay. Thank
sector
you. Thank
diversification.
you. Thank
Then
you. Is there a website to this?
yeah, there's a website.
Is there like a demo of the website?
Yes, there's a demo video.
Okay, so while the demo video is playing, I would like to say some things. Um, Futo students and Futo alumni always have a thing to do with waste. I want you to take note of some certain names that you should look after. Mazi Ukonu is the owner of Recycle Bin in Lagos. It's a very big um, recycling plant. He was a Futo alumni. Then what is this about? I'm seeing solar
Yeah.
here.
So this is on our scalability plan.
Okay, you guys want to go into solar?
No, it's under where is it? Our establishment of local outlets. So we have future we plan on establishing local outlets to collect waste items from individuals. Then also development of the smart bin to enable commuters and passerbys to dispose their waste safely. By doing this, they'll be awarded points. And these points will be used to gain discounts on our platform. The smart bin is powered with solar technology, so it doesn't run out of power, and it's IoT enabled, so it connects easily with our backend.
Okay, fantastic. So I was mentioning some names. Mazi Ukondo, Ifeanyi Okejiaku is the owner of one of the biggest solar farms, Green Village Energy. He started like this with something like this in Futo, and he was sponsored by IEEE, huge amount of dollars. We also have Chibuna Obona. He graduated from Futo. He is into the secular economy, where he started waste to wealth. He actually had a very small plant in Futo. We have Gift Moneke, Valentine, Unamani. Then I would just like to tell you guys something. Lagos, what you guys are actually doing is called secular economy in business, right? And ha- Lagos Business School can sponsor you guys to learn more about circular economy. Then, aside that, right, you can actually start making profits in Futo, and this is what to do. There are a lot of recycling companies in Port Harcourt. I don't know about in Owerri, especially companies that produce pure water. You can actually make Futo cleaner by saying, if you're able to give me 1 kg of paper, I'll give you money. Carton of Indomie, you can give me spaghetti. You find out that as people are going to be picking, they'll be picking from where you sell to a reselling company and just reward them with stipends or um, or food, spaghetti, anything. Union beverage, aluminum beverage, a lot of companies are recycling aluminum beverage cans. This is a good work. Like I said, people students profit any companies and the company here. As the idea of wearing a jacket, I am a good girl. I like the way you did the business model, like you added everything, the logistics and how the operation.
That's wonderful presentation. I think the best feedback from every member of the team. Right? So I'll say kudos to you guys, well done. And also for the business part, you guys did a lot of work and covered everything. So Now, I'm interested most is now, see it of now technology now good technology because now there is learning right. So we talked about the point application of the platform, right? Now I want to get stored information on how this is done and how we can be able to ensure that who are actually doing the allocated this really merit and the platform using computer vision, AI, for democracy correlation and so in the future we plan on using AI, computer vision for object detection to identify the type of waste being deposited into the waste bin. Then based on that information, this information will lead to our backend using an endpoint. So able to identify user is able to identify himself using a QR code by showing a QR code to the onboard camera. But for now, we have a keypad over there, so it's just going to input his user ID of some sort. So that's really that just covers it up.
User ID, which is a simple user ID or a complex user ID.
Just the user ID.
Okay, user ID of the platform user ID.
Yes, it will be available on the user dashboard.
Alright. Or phone number, preferably.
Okay, yeah.
Yes. You know, I think this is so good that I'm still trying to find a loophole somewhere. Like you can't just get it correctly. So I'm coming from the point of blockchain, which I see an opportunity there, but I want it to be safe, right? I had points, right? I think this is where blockchain comes in. You get because how about having like a echo track token,
Yes,
right?
that was the plan too.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And now reward your
Yeah.
users with points
Points.
that you can just go and cash out
Yeah.
or stake
Airdrop.
tokens and all that stuff. So I think this is amazing.
Thank
And
you.
then like what my colleague said, Dennis, he said there will be a trade-off somewhere. So this is where I want to ask, how committed are you to this project that you're willing to take it beyond here? Because this will mean you learning, going through programs, right? We have various programs with this. We have funding programs up to 100K like dollars, right? But you have to go through like these programs. Then this is handling a cohort currently. Where how many startups do you guys do? 25 projects out of the 150 or 150 projects are going through their cohort now to get funded, right? So these are like things that we do with this and higher, right? So my question is, are you willing to take it beyond where it is? But it's sweet to come and show up this and everybody will be clapping and that's it, right? But what I'm seeing here is a multi-billion dollar like project, right? But are you willing to take it beyond there?
Definitely. Before we came on this stage, we had our plan not to just, even though we win on, we don't win. Our aim is to take this across Nigeria and globally at large.
Okay, so lastly, if you want to start doing this in school, collaborate with Enactus and like I said, Lagos Business School has a program on circular economy that is being sponsored by Access Bank. Find a way to apply for it. One of you can get in and it will be a step further.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Please a round of applause. I want that clap to be louder. Louder. Look, the funny thing is that as a representative, I said in my mind, somebody here is from Enactus, somebody here has to be from Enactus because it was just so sweet. And so I'm here again to preach the benefits of joining the local communities on your campus. There's a lot of benefits. You see the way they presented, everything was top notch. So yes, about next, we're going to be having our second speaker in the house. We had our hardware guy talk to us, and now we're going to be having our software guy in the person of Emmanuel Alba. But before that, let me just quickly read his profile to you. Emmanuel is a seasoned software engineer who builds interface systems with websites.
software programs, and web-based applications to suit business requirements. His passion lies in delivering seamless user experiences, ensuring systems run smoothly without issues, errors, or downtime. Currently, he works as software engineer. He works as a software engineer rather at Metallic. Please, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for our software guy, Emmanuel Alba. A round of, yeah, Alba, you know the class. Clap!
Hey everyone, so great to be here. I want to start by can we all just give an applause for a team like this? I mean, it's a great job here. I've been doing my last, I can say, 3 years I was here. So coming here and seeing an event of this scale, really, and wow, it's really amazing. So I have to say, I'm not sure we had something this big for tech. I was here. So, okay, okay. Yes. So, where was I? So, as I was saying, I was trying to bring behind this because while I was here to do, I'm not sure we had this tech event. Yes. So, I'll be here talking about progressive web applications. Yes. While there are various definitions on the web about progressive web applications, I would like to keep it simple. Let us like let's learn about this and why progressive web applications are important in our modern day applications. So, progressive web applications are like a bridge between traditional websites and our native applications. And someone will wonder how a web page can function like a web application. And that's why I'm here, and we'll get back and we'll get on that right away. So, why build progressive web applications? So, as a software engineer, we are here to meet like business requirements. We are here to solve problems pertaining like products, software, all of that. Creating reliable products without downtime, without errors, creating software that drives user retention. That's when the user gets to interact with your application, they don't get to leave, they get to enjoy their experience there. They want to, if it's an e-commerce website, they want to come back shopping there. If it's a TV blog or news blog, they want to come back and read more articles there. Okay, so moving on to the statistics, I think we can all agree that on our mobile phone, we mostly interact with applications and not like going through the browser, having to browse. You have IG accounts, you have Twitter accounts, you have your LinkedIn accounts. I'm sure like every one of us here can agree that okay, you want to access any of these accounts, you don't just go to your browser to access it. You use your mobile application. And our traditional websites, which you can see now, which takes up 30% of like our usage, this is just like rough analysis from like checks. So this drives the use, like drives the importance of PWA, progressive web applications. We want to create applications that users can easily interact with. Applications that can run on the website and also on your mobile phone. I know most of us now thought, okay, we feel like, okay, I know access the site for my website. I don't know how it functions like a web application. Most of us now we access those sites that are PWA enabled, but we don't know about it. We just probably just use it as our basic website. And that is the thing here. Um, Going back to customer retention, keeping your customers on your website, not having them to leave, or going to find something, going to find a service that is better. It all boils down to producing or incorporating these features into our own web applications. So we make them comfortable whenever they are using our product. Okay. The key features of PWAs, progressive web applications, are they are adaptive, responsive design. As irrespective of the device we are using to access this, you can still see it all beautiful thanks to our CSS and markup languages, HTML, all of that. It's reliable, just like your regular applications. You can also use PWAs offline. Yes. And it has a native like immersive interface. So probably if you have a PWA application on your mobile phone, you might not know that okay, this is a website. You might as well just think okay, it's an application that was installed. It is secure, trusted with HTTPS access for security purposes. And there is again why the progressive web application matters. Yes. From the business side, we want to always please the customers. We want to always do things that will make them always come. And to every business, the website is like the interfacing points between you and the customer. So it's cross-platform compatible. It improves user engagement through the use of service workers, which enables push notifications. Push notifications are like regular notifications you get on your mobile phones. But in the case of web applications now, let's say you're accessing the web, you can be probably browsing and checking something online and probably you hope to see a notification. I know you see notifications from probably your Gmail, from the browser you're accessing it, probably Twitter, and that comes down to PWAs. All those systems are built using these PWA principles so as to give you those user experience. And you get to see notifications, in-app notifications on your phone while navigating through the website. Oh, service workers. So these service workers, let me break down PWA down to you. So PWA is not just when someone mentions PWA, progressive web applications, you don't just narrow it down to okay, this is PWA. There are certain things that make up an application or features that if an application should have, then it's PWA enabled. One of those are service workers, which I've previously mentioned. Another item there is okay. We have the service workers, we have the core app which is built with either whatever languages, be it React, Gatsby, Next.js, Vue.js, all of them make it easy for you to implement all of these AWS features while building the applications. The benefit of this is that even if you want to start up a product now, the basic idea is okay, I need to build a website. After a website, I should consider building a mobile application because users interact with mobile applications more. Users use their phone more than they use maybe probably their PC or something else. So with this bridge now with PWA, you could save a lot and cut down on irrelevant work. I won't call it irrelevant work, but you saving a lot on the business side, cost effectiveness, having to employ lots of persons, employing a mobile developer, having to employ, okay, you have a mobile developer, you are now getting a web developer. You can all do this by having one web developer, incorporating all these PWA principles into that, and using that one website now as a web application and also as a mobile, as a website. Sorry. Yes. So currently now this is being used by most of the big companies already. We have Google, and most of all the Google apps you see are all PWAs. We start from YouTube Music, Google Sheets. We have you can name them. All of the Google services, they are all PWAs. And someone will ask, okay, they are PWAs, they are websites. How come am I able to download them from the Play Store? How come am I able to download them from my App Store? And that's the thing there. PWA are compatible now, and they can also get on all these app stores. Yes, we have the PWA builders, which compiles whatever code you have that is meant to run on a traditional website, compiles it down to a version that you are able to upload to whatever app store or iOS store which of them is like convenient for you. So we have the life cycle of service workers. Service workers start installation, and someone will say, okay, I've heard everything you say about PWS being websites, I've heard everything you say about them being able to do like applications on my phone, but how do I get to install them? How do I get to install the ones that probably uh, the engineers didn't probably make it available on either this App Store or iOS Store, which of them? So if you look carefully, if you're using a system and you access a website, to the right of the search bar, you see an icon. It's like a desktop icon with an arrow down. Most times it's like it postulates, it gives that pulse feeling and you see pulsing. And if you hover over it, you see like install. That's the PWA. From there now, you can install it, you can access it through your home page. And one of the benefits of this is PWAs can work offline without internet. You can also receive your notifications regularly as you would receive in a traditional like native application. And also it drives user engagement. Let's say probably you access your Twitter account from a URL, not the app this time. If you use your Twitter from a URL website, the for you, most of us that access our like socials using our PC, you notice that regardless of you accessing like the website through the URL, you still see notifications that come in from Twitter, from Gmail, and traditionally websites were not meant to throw up notifications. You are meant to go there, check your notification icon, and either access the notification from there. All those are possible with the use of service workers. Service workers make it possible for us to fetch assets to reduce excessive requests made to our backend servers to either get these assets to our application or to fetch data. And all this happen in the background, just like how our normal native applications would work. PWAs work the same way too. Yes. So, yes, we have the manifest. The manifest is that piece of document in our application. Just like we have when you're building web applications, we have the meta tags, and when you put certain information to your meta tags, you tend to see when you share it across social media, you see kind of like the thumbnail of your site there. So the manifest does this for us for our traditional for our web applications. It's what sets the icon, it's what sets the theme of the application, whichever it is. This is where we set the configuration for that. Yes, in the manifest of the application. And this is a typical example of, not so much a great example, but this is an example of a PWA on the phone. So we have the PWA application here, and on the right hand side, the application open. I is saying that you don't need to internet access to access it. It works just like your website. It's going to open, and because of the service workers, it takes data. So whatever data is available from your last session, whenever you had internet connected to that device, you are going to be able to access this. And we see a lot of scenario where this can be very helpful. It can be very helpful in scenarios where probably you have a TV blog. Yes, if it's PWA enabled, that means users can read articles, read content from it, even if they don't have strong internet access. That's what the PWA is meant to do. So regardless, they could just go online a couple of seconds, the internet is weak, a few page load, the content is there, and yes, they can run through the entire day. You know you have your PDF, you can always open it, access it, and read. But the downside to of this on a traditional website is you have to always have the internet to access it. If not, you'll be facing a blank page. So PWAs are faster, and this thanks to the data that is cached. the ability to run offline, and also the service workers to drive engagement, user engagement, to always bring them to your site. From the business side of every product, like when considering all of this, the effects on the final users are very little. But that margin is very important for any business owners. And I see a lot of business owners here, and I'm like hopeful that we all incorporate this PWAs in whatever products we do in the future. Like I'm trying so much to outline the benefits of this because, as I said, cost effective, drives users engagement, it increases users like retention on your website because it's faster. Research has also shown that for every web page that the user navigates to, if it takes more than 10 seconds to load, they do not visit the site again. And it's relatable to also me myself. I might be having a busy day and someone shares a link. Agba, check this out. I go to the website, it's taking time to load. I'll just load it. Just like that, I've not visited that website again. So these are the key points that I want to outline when building a web application, and we incorporate all these PWA principles to it so as to build a credible product, keep user retention, and also like build the best possible product. It's the users we have in mind.
Please come celebrate Mr. Emmanuel Abba. I know some of you will be saying, why are we not getting the opportunity to ask questions? But please, we want to assure you that there will be a panel session where you get the opportunities to ask the questions, all right? So all you just need to do for me is pen your questions down and wait patiently, all right? Thank you so much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we continue, I would like to try MTN one more time for airtime giveaway. My man, you were sleeping. You heard giveaway and you grabbed your phone. Oh. Okay. MTN users, please, while the other teams please also be on standby. Also, we have Aya, one of our headline sponsors. Sir? So something after the video, we'll give you the opportunity to Aya to come and speak to us. Alright. So please, SMW MTN users 9813-6564 2246. Okay, I think I have called this before, but it didn't work out. Okay, let's do this again. 9813-6564 2246 12349. Which one be the last? The last one. Who got it, please? Definitely someone here, you got it. Someone has gotten it. Why are you crying? Who's the person who got it, please? Please identify yourself. Just signal with a wave of your hand. You dropped F-card, you are still shy. Thief. Alright, I'll call the next MTN 8006 9949 4989 69919. So many nines. Who got it? Alright, I'll call the last one, then we go back to what we're doing. This is low users. Why hisses? Low users 51419. Okay, I think I have called this before. I am so sorry. Low users 51817 70256 34991. Who is the lucky person? Who's the lucky person? Some people will use time and pay the debt they are owing you at MTN today. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I know most of you have been hearing about Aya. What is Aya all about? Now, someone reputable is here to tell you all about Aya. Ladies and gentlemen, please can we welcome Aya. Please a round of applause for Aya. Today you will know what Aya is all about. How many of you have heard about Aya before? Now let's just do a quick summary. If you know what Aya is all about, let me see your hand. One, two, three. Leaders. If Aya. But you heard about Aya. You're welcome, sir.
How do I start? Hello, guys. Of the greatest Nigerian students. Okay, let me start with that. Since we can all identify with that. So, my name is Dennis Okono. I am co-founder CTO IR. And basically, what do we do at IR? We are basically growing the on-chain builder economy. What does it mean to grow the on-chain builder economy? We are simply trying to have more builders in the African space who are going to come up with innovation or local solutions that will make the African space visible to the globe. Currently, if you check statistics, you'll discover that a lot of Africans are not really building. This same message that I'm going to pass down here is the same message I gave last year when I first mounted or came on stage. Chibeza is here. He can give or he can attest to that. Right? So Africans are not really building, they are not building strong products that match global recognition or global that can compete on the global scale. So we saw that problem, right? And we said, okay, since this problem exists, we have to solve it. It's actually a hard problem. When we enter into solving it, we discovered some gaps with infrastructure. Right now, as a builder, infrastructure means power and internet. It's just a summary for it. We discovered that there are gaps. Even currently, as we are seated here, we are having that problem. Right? You cannot connect to the internet simply because it's not accessible. Right? So as a builder who wants to compete on the global scale, how would you be having internet issues when others in the US have steady internet connection? They will outmatch you. You don't have that capacity to beat them. So they are learning faster, they are developing faster because they are making researches and they are way ahead of you. Right? So we saw that problem. This is just one, the infrastructure part. Now there is a talent gap that we also identified or discovered. The talent gap was that we know some of these technologies, but we don't know it efficiently. Now, how did we identify this? Because we jumped into the market without, I would say we did our research, but we jumped into the market and identified the problem. The problem with the market gap, like the talent gap. Now, when we outsource developers to clients or to businesses, these developers end up ruining our contracts with the businesses because they couldn't develop scalable solutions or they don't have enough skill. So as a result of that, we said, no, let us go back to the drawing board. We now went back. So, okay, we are going to train these developers. We're going to give them a good environment for them to, kind of get to speed or be able to compete to a certain degree. Right? The last time I gave this speech, I mentioned that the builders we had in Africa, software developers, was around either 10%, but now there is an increment. Currently, there is an increment. Our focus on our key metrics are around hackathons, projects, communities, and builders. And builders, we don't mean builders who don't have the skill. We mean builders who are maybe intermediary. And years in development or years in the craft does not qualify you as a skilled developer. Right? How many of us can identify with that? You can see someone who entered into the space, in 2 years, they already know what the seniors are doing. If they can be able to interact with a very good community, they can be able to excel. But you see someone who has been in the space for 5 years, who is doing it alone, that don't want to identify with communities like that for Futo. A lot is going on here because you guys are really doing something innovative. And I want to commend you guys on it. And that is why every year, or every time you guys call on us, we will always come. So basically, why am I standing on this podium to talk to you? Why am I standing on this stage to talk to you? I am talking to you because we need a lot of developers, a lot of builders who are going to change the state, the landscape, the visibility, who are going to bring visibility into the African region and give us that global significance or relevance. Each and every one of you plays a role. Now, when I say builders, I don't mean just developers or the engineers. I mean both the product managers, I mean the product designers, the UIS guys, and the rest of them, the marketers. They are all builders in the economy, right? So I will end with this. I don't want to stretch it. I don't even have a slide because this is something I talk about every day. So it is part of me. It is a core part of me. I do a lot of research around blockchain, and I see it being integrated into the African system, and I see it playing a key role, right, in the African states, which of recent, we already know the statistics that Nigeria is the second when it comes to the usage of the blockchain. Transactions happening through using blockchain. Nigeria is second, right? So, based on that, we want to harness more builders who will come into the space and make the relevant impact. And that is why we are here. So IR is there for you. Go to our channel, irh2.com, test space, F space, I mean, F space, yes. So you are looking at building an NFT marketplace. Let's remove the word NFT because it sounds technical, but it's a very simple thing. Just basically a marketplace where you list digital collectibles, digital items in them, right? And you list them. But you don't want to start from the scratch building a marketplace because that will take a lot of time, code, effort, and all that. So we have tools on the list ecosystem where they are already built in while they build services. All you just have to do is build them, right? So you don't need to start from the scratch to build the marketplace. If, for example, someone here wants an idea to build the marketplace where people can buy, let's say cars. For example, Tesla cars now, are you aware that Tesla cars are what that they like you buy an NFT, like you get it cash to you, right? Things like that, that's where the world is going where digital collectibles can be attributed to real world assets, right? So you're looking at building a marketplace for any product of digital or physical products. This is to partnership with Rarible. I'm not also Rarible. I'm not also Rarible. Okay, yeah. You must have probably heard of the Mojis is the first Nigerian artist to mix music as NFTs. Let me give you a background story. So in 2020, with the lockdown, I was so crazy about research because I got frustrated. I was broke. Like I was a broke artist. Most artists are broke, even the ones that are popular are very broke. Let me be very honest with you. So I did the song and it gathered over 20,000 streams. And in your mind, you need 20,000 streams to make a big word, right? Right? But 3 months later, it took me 3 months to be able to access my royalties, and I saw $15 in my wallet. I was mad, right? And I thought to myself, like, I cannot continue like this. If I must do this, I have to do it a different way. So that's what took me into blockchain, and then I discovered Rarible then. Then the craze was high. You remember 2021, 2022, you then bought NFT selling for $1.6 million. Then they was selling for, do you understand? So that was when I minted my song as an NFT. And I told the buyer, come on, if you buy my song, you're going to get some percentage of the royalties. And I sold it for 0.5 each. I made some money there at that time, right? So that is what NFT marketplace can do. Please, next slide. Okay, so let's just forget about the tools, right? Now, where I want to touch down with you now is that this is actively funding projects in Africa. Mr. Dennis came up right there to talk about AYA. So AYA happens to be a very good partner with this here in Africa, where we are looking for projects, ideas that obviously integrate blockchain and have like a sustainability goal for projects here in Africa to scale. You're looking at solutions that can enrich the lives of Africans. We are actively funding. We have an incubator program for $100,000 for each project that will go through the program. Currently, we have one with City Lab. It's like an accelerator in South Africa. And 23 startups of Africa were chosen, right? I think from Nigeria alone has over like 10 of them, right? And these startups, by end of December, November, December, thereabouts, when they finish the program, they get funded, right? We also have mini incubator programs. There's something we started in Port Harcourt, the borderless program, where we train people to build on risk, right? And they get funded in mini grants from 5K to 10K dollars. I host events in Port Harcourt, by the way, I'm based in Port Harcourt. I host events monthly in Port Harcourt, which a very good way to integrate in our community, right? Where we do monthly bounty programs, $1,000, $2,000 to projects that have potential that can build on this blockchain. And so, having talked about this, I want to encourage you that there's a lot of opportunities for builders here in the space, right? And then let's do one final thing. If you have your mobile devices with you, are you on Telegram? Are we on Telegram? Yes. So I would like us to join, go on Telegram and search for Miss Nigeria. Just
Please, how we celebrate Mr. Mochizu? How we celebrate Mr. Mochizu? A musician, a technologist, a blockchain expert, all in one, and all these songs. I taught him that song. I would like for you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was a beautiful song. That was a beautiful song. Thank you so much for taking our mind away from Portable and Zelidia. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to do this quickly now. I want you to set a timer on 5 minutes. I want us to do something like an exercise. All right, I want you to get up from your seat and talk to 5 people you've never met before in your life. 5 minutes. This is a networking session. 5 minutes. Mama, if let's say zero data get first, calm down. DJ, please. I like the guy. I love him. He's going outside there. Someone? Okay, bring that out to the community to take your transparency. Okay, DJ, do that. Please, you have to say, no, how are you? You need to check your record. Please, someone come to the judges to do that, right? Go elsewhere. But the normal audience, you can come over to the judges and say hi to them. Please, 5 minutes. 5 minutes. I want you to talk to 5 people or ask the question, what do you for your name? Are you a student? Are you a just ask. What is your name? Ask the person. You don't know if the minister of education cousin is seated there or nephew or niece is seated there. That was the opportunity. Please, if you are not standing up for your seat, you are doing the wrong thing. This is an opportunity for you to network. If you want to thrive as a business person in life, you must network, whether you like it or not. I'm not listening. I'm anti-social. Please endeavor. Even if you don't make number 5, you can talk to the judges, the speakers. They are waiting for you. They say they want to talk to you. So don't be shy. 5 people. 5 people. If you continue being shy, that's your business idea will perish. I said library. Alright. Mr. DJ, icebreaker. Thank you so much. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, please. This is not common a meeting. Thank you so much. Can we go back to our seats? So people are not greeting like, which one be other networking you are doing like this? This is not village gathering now. Please go back to your seat. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Can we go back to our seats? Thank you so very much. For those of you who chose to network, God bless you. For those of you who sat down throughout the exercise, your pride will purge you. Thank you so much. Please, can we have our seat so we can go back to the team presentation? Please. Please, can we have our seat? If I begin to ask you now, tell me how many people you met now. Money you will laugh, eh? No, 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 no. Alright, can we have our seats, please? Can we have our seats and decorum, please? Can we have our seats and decorum, please? Please. Please, the hall is still rowdy. Can we have our seats and decorum? Thank you so much. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go back to team presentation. So can we have the next spin so we can go for pick? Please, builders, please, I want you to focus here. Please focus here. We're about to know the next team that will be presenting. So, tech team, please. Can we have this spin? Spin. Okay. Team Optimus. You're next. Team Optimus. Alright, please, who's in charge of the time? Please ensure you set your 10 minutes. 10 minutes, please. Your 10 minutes is 10 minutes. Once it's 10 minutes, we will cut it short. Alright, please. Let's work with time. We don't have time. Alright. Maximus, are you ready? Are you ready? Let's go. Vamos.
Wetin you wan like that? Wetin you mean na iphone? I say this your lis ten na fake. Wetin sup? Where you buy am? For AliExpress, the one. Come on, rest. How many ml? I take this na fake. This na fake now. This na fake product. You fit prove to me say this na real. No, come on, wetin dey call? Check this thing out. See battery, wetin e dey call? The spec sef no even nice. Fake. Check this thing. This your phone na fake.
Tell everyone. So you saw what happened there. So these two were arguing about the power bank. This guy was saying his power bank is original, while this one was insisting that the power bank is fake. Now, you see what happens in Nigeria. Most of us buy things and we don't have a way to certify. We don't have a way to check if those things we bought are actually original. In fact, as I'm sitting here now, I know most of you have heard about clothes, but you don't know. You feel like you bought Gucci or you bought something, but you don't actually have a way to check if what I bought was actually what I intended to buy. So that's a very big problem in Nigeria. Counterfeiting is one thing that has spread like wildfire in Nigeria. You see that, in fact, everything you see out there, laptops, everything, phone, even clothes, counterfeited, even food, counterfeited. So this particular counterfeit.
Aye. Ladies and gentlemen, we can take a vote. Maybe just a bit of technical issue. Please, can we have the next spin while we get ready our we solve the issue by the corner? Please, can we have another spin so we can get another team? Let's move forward, right? Our time is fast spent. Please, can we have the next spin? Team Nebula, please. The floor is yours. Move on, the for Team Nebula. All right.
GM guys, GM. So basically, the background of our act was
Right.
so Mr. Mojo was talking about making a voting because like elections it's usually because in Nigeria elections are usually so we actually noticed that.
To write to the blockchain, you need gas fee to write to the blockchain, and the blockchain is you doing that for spam proof, and we understand that. But using leveraging leaks is an L2 layer blockchain. So lease reduces the gas fee. I mean, sometimes you can write to the blockchain for with as little as $0.7, $0.01, as little as that. So what happens is voters would not want to pay gas fees to vote because if they are voting and writing to the blockchain, the election creators are going to have a pool or reserve of gas. They are going to deposit to that. We are going to collect the commission for that deposit because it's that deposit we are using a related technology to settle gas fees for the voters and other premium features like more tools, analytical tools, business like. All right, our competition over here now we see we have electronic voting systems. There are others, they're actually there, but these ones are not on the blockchain. They are centralized, they are still owned by people. So if people want to rig you, they will still rig you. So over here we have expensive and opaque. I'll just focus on us basically because we are still in the day here. So affordable and transparent. Lease is cheap. To set these things up is cheap. No, it can also be deployed on other blockchains, but we are using it for now. It's transparent and secured. Please next slide. Okay, next slide. So next slide. Basically, something like that. Yeah, first this yeah, we're the first blockchain-based voting platform in Africa if we release. We're the first, right? Using blockchain, as I've said blockchain several times, blockchain is secured. In short, before you can think of hacking blockchain, you need to be as rich as Elon Musk himself, and is it what to that much resources, right? It's not. Please next slide. Yeah, so the team, Anos Israel, I go by Anos Israel. This is Zokere KJ, the product manager, and Bruno here, the research analyst. Next slide. Please, if you can take it to the next slide, so I'll entertain questions from my judges. Um,
Okay, this is product demo, right? Um, have you ever heard about compliance in technology? Compliance, right? Okay, so a lot of startups have stopped operating because of compliance. They went into the market and they stopped operation. An example is the peer. They went to financial stocks. I don't want to go into details with that. So in 2018, I went for a hackathon and what I was building was collecting people's fingerprints, right? As soon as I presented, the judges just told me it won't fly. The reason is you can't capture people's fingerprints except you're given license. by the government. And now that keeps your startup at a particular place. You can't move forward without the government strength. Your biggest client in Nigeria for this product is who? INEC.
Yes, apparently.
So what if INEC doesn't use this product? What next?
So then, here comes another part. I'll use SUG because we'll turn up an SUG election. Okay.
What if the SUG ISEC doesn't want to use it? So that is an issue. You are giving the power to success of this product to people outside. It is not them. You are not democratizing it. You don't have the power to success of this product. Now, I would have loved this product if it was. We all know what Kahoot is. You know Kahoot games, right? And it's similar to a voting process. If this was a Kahoot store where you really have power over the success of the product, like you don't need the third party, like SG I said, can tell you, we don't want to use it. So that is my problem with this, the compliance and the power of success is not in your hand. But if it was Kahoot, a public event, you're not collecting much data, and even Kahoot doesn't have so much computers where you can build. I love your site, I love the idea is perfect, but technology is not just enough for product success. It's not just enough.
So yeah, one of that for the work that I put in. But yeah, I want to point out a few things from my end, right? So I think the blockchain, one of the things is blockchain. I think the era where we are, when it has to do with blockchain, the era of discover that a lot of blockchain projects do not scale. Right? What is actually keeping them alive is grants from maybe layer ones or maybe layer, right? That's what they are using to survive or sustain themselves. Now, the era of using constantly clicking that metal mass. Now, all your users is right are stored on it, right? The users that are stored on it. So if the user comes from the platform, they must click the connect wallet. Alright, that is it was seriously how people can handle the blockchain. I would say it will work. But now you can't have your user names on the blockchain. Right? It's not like you can't have them, I can fix them and store it in blockchain to start the blockchain. But for every user that is coming on board the platform, you have to secure that mass. That's really the core of like I just said on user that is because the user has to secure on somebody. I'm talking about the technology that's not good. So I want you to correct that you can use different systems, different authentication methods, right? Who determine specific to the need of the user. It must not be one for them. But some of them might not even know what the wallet means. Right? So that's the problem. Right? So for the business part, just like I said, I totally agree with you. The project or the product of the dependent on that. If they don't put a handshake with you, that is them. Right? So you might want to go in and do a evaluation on that or probably I think that I think that they want to know. So, on the contrary, right, I believe these projects are projects that have to do I'm a school of thought that if it lies up there, I'm sure that they don't adopt it. And even though, like I say, even if SG doesn't adopt it, there are specific areas where you have a bit of interest where it can be. For example, let's just say the church election, right? I believe the success of the business can come from the grassroots. It might not fall I mean, this is not the first decentralized voting pattern that was happening. Let me correct you here when you say something like that. I'm aware of the platform that switched to INEC, right? And let me show you, INEC adopted this, INEC funded it to show that they are supporting the vote. That means INEC vote there. Do you understand? You won't know what we do. We know what we do. But we are still here on the case especially Africa, where things like this scare you with power. You get it point. You are removing power from them. So it might not succeed on the larger scale, but there's a lot of grassroots success. You now have to think and do research and know how to penetrate your market in the grassroots. In as much as the people in power might not like this, there are a lot of systems that would love to use your platform. And then this says something about user experience. In as much as I am a blockchain marketing, I am also one that is very specific on user experience. That is to say, there are solutions, there are libraries that you can integrate your product that does not require a lot of clicking and judgment. And then there's something in blockchain called account abstraction, where it's a gasless system, right? So even on this, where you have to pay 0.001 dollars for transaction, I'm sure that there are people that when they see they have to pay someone, even if it's 0.001, something off, because they'll be like, why do I have to? Okay, what if I don't have anything in my wallet? They will do that. So I think you should also use take note of this account abstraction, where there is a system where you can do a lot of transactions that's on the blockchain, it's also on this blockchain, right? And then kudos for integrating this, right? It's a good one. We have other positive account on this, but please, when you are also like making a presentation in each, try to look at the environment where you find yourself in and settle your words, right? We know you give them to tell us what's happening. Do you understand? But when you constantly call certain things, we ask the people here. Do you get it? We ask the people here, and this is line. We know the problem that we are facing. It's a way you can say it and you get the point without going from relationship, saying if you don't know, do you understand what I'm saying? I like the fact that you're very plain and truthful, which is a good trait. But censor your words when you are setting places. But I think it's a good initiative, right? And you can actually build on it. So thank you very much.
Yeah, like I said, you can convert this to a Kahoot competitor, and maybe if this was a Kahoot game, at the end of this, at the end of the event, you can actually use it for the Kahoot. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please one more time for Team Nebula. Please, a round of applause for them. So one more time, we're going to welcome back on stage the team who here area before Team Nebula. Please, ladies and gentlemen, one more time for Team Optimus. Let's go.
Papa, back to what I was saying. So I was talking about counterfeit prices. I was, for instance, where you go to buy things, where you don't know if what you're buying is fake or what you're buying is original. In Nigeria, we don't have a standard system to verify products. I mean, let's say you go to buy something at, let's say, oil for those that know what I mean. You don't know if this clothes actually is the real one or the fake one. Even the airport you're holding. I've got an Oraima product, and when I go home, I saw Oraima, something like that. So these are problems we face in our society. And if you can also remember the Pepsi policy crisis when NAFDAC and the rest of them had issues, where I remember my mom buying a bottle of 7 and I checked the red number, like NAFDAC red number.